poorish decisions as teens. One of us got caught, some of us didn't.
So with that one,
Yeah.
what if that is completely not an opportunity?
Oh, how so?
You said keep the lines open with the other partner. If you guys are in a position where this is never going to be a possibility,
Yeah.
what would be the way around that?
I would consult with a friend of the court about having someone engage as a mediator, establishing someone who can be the mediator, so that if you want to establish a rule about what your children are allowed to do or not allowed to do, or what their bedtime is, you can communicate that to a mediator who will communicate that to their other
At the
parent.
front of the court?
The friend of the court has mediation services.
So I can just go ask them and say, me and her don't get along on this, can you guys talk about, or somebody
Yes,
tell
you
her?
can ask them that question and they'll get you connected. It doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna like their solution.
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I can tell them this. Like, I don't know.
Yes.
Do you have a caseworker?
Yeah, but that changes, like,
Oh,
it just changes
a
all
lot
the
of times I'll
time. Like,
mediate through my caseworker.
nah, that person changes so often, I never even know who it is. Like, it'll be
Yeah.
one person one time, and by the time I call the next one, they're like, oh, we changed your person. And I get that person, I call the next one, they're like, oh, that person quit. It changes all the time.
Through a lawyer,
No, it's through FOC.
friend of the
Yeah,
court.
that person.
So I mean, one thing, like my ex-wife is highly combative. She's very combative. She is tough to deal with, and you have to compartmentalize it too. But what I mean is the dynamic with your kid and that. But we use an app, and the best thing I can do is just send it into the stratosphere.
Yeah, I
send
used
it
to
out,
do that.
and if I don't get a response, I don't get a response. And I'm going to say 50% of the time I don't.
Yeah. An app.
And
It's called a
tricky
family
thing is
wizard.
You can only
Yeah,
do
family wizard.
You can yeah, family wizard. It's a good one.
So-
You can only have control over like your own actions. And I mean, if you could make your ex-wife less combative, or if you could like open those lines of communication
Yeah.
with your ex, you wouldn't have gotten divorced.
That's the point.
right?
See how you said that? That's the point. Like,
Yeah.
if you got along with this person, or you could even be cordial with this person, y'all could have came to some understanding. You're only in this dynamic because something is making where that can't be. You're in, I mean,
sometimes with some
what else?
separation.
Why else would you be? If you can come to some understanding, you don't need to be in the dynamic. You would have already worked it out.
It can go a lot of I've seen it in a lot of different ways. Right? So the goal is to just keep communication open whenever it's possible. When it's not possible, that just means keeping that communication open between you and your child.
Yeah, but with the, I guess you said the co-parents have to have lines to not get tricked by the kids. I get that whole cycle of things. I'm thinking about that ahead of time. I remember when I was a teenager, I know the game.
Exactly.
So what he said, I think a lot about with my daughter, her self-esteem, her personal space, all of that type of stuff, her morality. But as far as like when you and the mom are not on the same page, for instance, okay, if I don't want my daughter wearing a little skirt, and her mom doesn't feel that's a problem. So now we're in a conflict of morality, the principles on the kid. Me and her are not gonna like talk that out. We're not gonna come to some.
Sure, and friend of court isn't going to make a ruling on that issue. So maybe in that situation, what you can communicate to your child is, because of the way I value your sense of your self-worth and the way that I want you to present yourself to the world and be received by the world, what I want you to wear has to come down this far on your leg.
I talk
when
to
you're
her like
here with me, and that's maybe all that you can do in that situation.
Yeah, I talked to her like that. Just when you said that part, I'm like, well, there seems to be this idea that me and her exes, everybody's couples, but you're gonna come to some type of cordial thing when you're adversaries. So it's not gonna be that way. You were having a problem when you were breaking up. You have a problem after that. You have a problem you got here. I just don't see how that philosophy of us coming to some type of teamwork when we're like.
Well, let's get to some of those slides, I think, to maybe see if there are some things that you haven't tried yet.